want to work on some healing, some stress, some depression, some anxiety, well, stick with me and I will help you move the needle a bit. Hi, my name is Crystal and I'm from the Crystal Center of Healing, here to help you with your stress, with your healing, with your self-care practice. So what do you think? I think it's time to take care of yourself, if you don't already do that, by setting up a self-care practice. That's just more than just exercise and diet. I have my lovely assistant Finn over here, which you can't see. Finn, you want to say hi? You don't want to say hi to people? He's thinking on what his self-care practice is going to be. So let's get a card for the week and see where we need to work on. Oh, so now he's going to come through. Excuse me, Finn. Hopefully he doesn't knock me off. All right, I'm going to just shuffle my healing mantra deck. And we'll see what you need to work on for the week. If you haven't been here before, sorry, I can't talk. It's the end of the week. Guess I'm done talking for the week and sounding halfway intelligent. So if you haven't been with me before, I pull a card to see what we need to work on. I tell you what's on the card. I read from the book. I talk about it a little bit just off the cuff, and I never ask you to substitute your own judgment for what I say. I will say things to make you think and reflect on things. That's kind of what I do. And then after I'm done getting off my, done talking, getting off my soapbox or whatever, then I do a guided meditation to help you with whatever the topic of the week is. So let's see what we get for our cards. So what do we need to know for the week? Where do we need to focus our healing, our self-practice on? Okay, we have a card. Let's see. All right. And the card for the week is Cultivating Courage. Cultivating Courage. And on the back it says, in any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. When courage is cultivated, you are aware of your choices and able to pinpoint your most inspired options with accuracy and ease. Such options may not always match up with the things you want, but they will always give you the exact experiences you need to further evolve your soul. As you cultivate courage, you are stepping into a new frontier of soul expansion, where life has permission to guide you forward into the fulfillment of your long-awaited destiny. This mantra is ideal for breaking old habits, deepening your focus, and following your heart. As far as breaking old habits, hopefully, if you watch my videos, we'll be creating new habits or really adjusting some habits that maybe you feel are negative in your life to some more positive habits. And somebody once told me you don't really break habits, you replace them with better things. And deepening your focus if you want to, if there's something particular you want to focus on in your life, um, this would be a time to like think about, because there's probably several things you want to deepen your focus on, but you want to find out what's the most important one. So you might want to rank them. And following your heart, that's a big thing. Following your heart, especially if your heart is open, because if it's closed, if your heart chakra is closed, you want to open that up before you really follow your heart. Because you may not make the best decisions if your heart is closed. Because what we as humans want to do is evolve. We're here to evolve, to expand, to learn. And by doing so, we're looking for unconditional love. That's like the highest vibrational frequency you can be at in life. When you look at things through the lens of love, that's where you will make your best decisions, get your best ideas, and things of that nature. So that's very important. Let's see what else. Yeah, we don't always get what we want. Sometimes we get things that are much better, and sometimes we'll get like a step down. So we work up to something even bigger, depending on where we're at in life and where we're at with the focus that we have. And sometimes, it takes courage to take that risk, that leap of faith, like the Fool card in Tarot. Some people believe, oh, it's the Fool, I'm the Fool. It's called the Fool because the Fool, it has courage to take a leap of faith to go towards his goals or dreams. It's not about being called the Fool. You're not a fool. I wish they would change that, but the Tarot's been around for a really long time. I know other card decks have renamed it, like the Dreamer is one of them, which I think is a much better, more positive take on the Fool card. And the Fool card is the first card in the Tarot. It's card number 0. So in the major arcana part of the thing. So that's like the beginning of everything. It could be part of new beginnings in a new chapter of your life. And focusing on the courage to keep moving forward towards your dreams and goals. Courage is one of those things that sometimes we don't think about, that we need to bolster our courage to keep going when things are not great in life. And we've all experienced that. The longer you live, the more you experience it, I certainly haven't lived a charmed life, so I've had courage to take that leap of faith and find my courage to say, well, it may work, it may not work, but at least I took the chance. I won't have a regret of at least, sitting back and saying, I don't think I'm going to do that. It might hurt. It might feel bad. It might fail. But you don't know until you try. And when you try, you may fail, you may succeed. It's 50-50. Those are really not bad odds. So why not? And in the process, you'll learn something. And again, life is about learning, expansion, evolving. It's not about, oh, I want to, live up to the Joneses and make as much money as I possibly can. First of all, you can't, like the billionaires out there, they'll never spend all that money. How many yachts and houses do you really need? You're one person. You can't live in them all at the same time. Not, I'm not saying money's bad. Money is a tool in our lives. So you don't have to worry about things, keeping a roof over your head, groceries. And I know right now it's tough. The prices of everything is so high. I just passed a gas station. It was only $4 a gallon here in Southwest Florida. And I'm glad I only live like 3 miles from my work. I can imagine people that drive further and maybe drive vehicles that aren't very energy efficient. But I believe you should always have the courage to go after what you want. So let's do a guided meditation so I can help you build some courage. And we're going to use heaven and earth to do so. So let's get comfortable. And you can be sitting up for this. You don't have to, you don't have to sit in crisscross applesauce, or that's what my son always called it. In my day, it was Indian style, which obviously is not politically correct to say that. It's lotus style is what it's called. You don't have to sit like that. You can just sit in a regular chair or on your couch. Just have your feet on the floor. Obviously, if you can't do that, if you are lying down and that's how you live your life, because I know medical people that have certain medical issues they're always in horizontal mode. But we definitely want both feet flat on the floor or the ground if you're outside. Even better if you're outside for grounding purposes. Excuse me. Hopefully you're in a quiet place and won't be disturbed. And I always tell people to try to have your own space for your self-care practices. Whether it's like doing things like meditation or even a hobby, to have someplace quiet to do your hobby. Because that's self-care too. So make sure your back is straight. You're not all like hunched to the side or anything. That's not great. You want to have some decent posture. Now I want you to take your attention to your breath and just listen for a minute. Listen to yourself breathe. Or just being mindful. And just listen to the quiet with your breath. Just kind of settle in. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze. And I want you to take some deep cleansing breaths and breathe in and hold it at the top for a couple seconds, and then you can sigh to let it out, to release some stress. But in through the nose, out through the mouth. want you to envision going 333 feet up into the sky. And don't worry if you can't like grasp what that is. You will automatically know. Excuse me. And up in the sky, way up above your head, is your own personal star. Just sense it, or you can, if you can visualize it, just kind of feel it. If you can visualize it, like see what color it is. Is it twinkling? Like on a Christmas tree? Is it rotating? But it has this beautiful glow, this crystalline light. And I want you to set your intention to pull that crystalline light down into the top of your head. Like a big spotlight going into your head of this beautiful crystalline energy. You're going to let it go into the top of your crown chakra at the top of your head. And that light is going to go down into your body, through every chakra, every cell. Just slowly take that in, all through your head, down your neck and your throat, your shoulders, through your heart chakra. Just allow it to pour into your body, down to your solar plexus, through your hips, through your sacral chakra, which is near your belly button, under your belly button, to your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, down your legs, your knees, to your ankles. We're going to allow that to go out your feet like roots. And then we're going to allow the roots to go down into the earth, through each layer of dirt and sand and rock and streams of water into the center of the earth. And notice or sense the core of the earth. And we're going to, you may see a quartz crystal or water there. Whatever you imagine is fine. But we want to take that energy from Mother Earth, the core of Mother Earth, Gaia, and we're going to bring that energy back up through layer and layer of the earth. Comes back into your feet. Into your ankles, up your legs. To your hips. Through all your chakras, keep going up to you till you get to your heart. So you can imagine yourself having like this spotlight above your head, or like a hose, like a fire hose, at the top of your head and at your feet. Just blasting energy from heaven and energy from earth into your body. Allow it to mix and mingle at your heart chakra and open that heart chakra up. Allow this energy to get into every nook and cranny of your body, into every cell of your body. Let it release your stress, let it release your depression, your anxiety. Let it heal. Allow it to love you unconditionally. And allow it to expand into your aura or your biofield, into like an egg or a bubble around you. Just fill it all up with this beautiful healing energy. And keep expanding your bubble bigger and bigger. As big as the room you're in, as big as your house. You can keep going in your neighborhood. Just keep expanding and expanding. You're sharing all this beautiful healing energy. You can expand, you could like visualize the earth and expand this light the whole way around the globe. The energy of unconditional love and healing is fully surrounding you. All your chakras are open and spinning clockwise like they should. From the base of your spine to the top of your head, the 7 main chakras are all beautifully aligned. Giving you all the courage you need to focus on your goals and your dreams. You now have the power to focus on what you need to focus on. Now I want you to focus on some goal that you need courage for. Just think about it. And if you still have some trepidation about it, I want you to make it into like a shape and then send this energy that's currently flowing through your body to it. Give it this unconditional healing, unconditional love, healing energy. You can like visualize it in front of you in your hand, like a ball, and you're going to allow this energy to permeate that ball. And you can take that ball and you can put it into your heart. There is no fear anymore, only courage. There's only unconditional love. You could be feeling joy with it now, excitement. Allow you to feel all the positive things you can feel working towards this goal. Anything negative comes, just push it to the side. You're not going to entertain it. We're going to feed this goal, this loving, healing energy. As you're still receiving all this crystalline energy from heaven and earth, it's continuing to encompass you and giving you all the courage you need to move forward with this. So I want you to come back to the room now. Wiggle your toes and feet. And hopefully you're back. So now to move forward with this goal, you have to plan, make a timeline for yourself. And there might be things that you start thinking about, like, well, how I'm going to do this. So you need a plan. Plan for things that may go wrong, depending on what your goal is. Obviously, I don't know what that is to, further help you. But a plan and a time frame for that goal is what you need. And as you're, writing down and making plans, think about this meditation. And if fear comes back up, or you need an extra boost of courage, you can always come back to this video and redo the meditation, then go back to your planning. You might need somebody to help you with the plans, depending on what this goal is. But I don't want you to have fear about it. I want you to move forward with courage. Move forward with your self-care practices, building them, nurturing yourself, evolving, learning. Because I want the best for you, and I hope you want the best for yourself. And sometimes things take time. I know a lot of people don't have much patience anymore. I know my patience has gotten shorter and shorter with the way, technology has made us kind of impatient, because we have everything in our hand now. If we need to look something up, we just Google it. Hopefully that Google's correct. Not everything is correct on the internet. But that's made us very impatient. But with certain goals, you're going to have to be patient depending on how complicated they are. So you may want to start with a small goal instead of something that's most important to you. Go through a small goal so you get that reward, so you get that high for, being courageous and taking the step for that goal. There's lots of ways to slice and dice things to keep you going, keep your momentum going. If you need that sooner validation to help you keep yourself motivated, then that's what you do. You start small and work up to the bigger ones. But I wish you luck. I wish you all the courage you need, the strength you need to get moving on your goals, on your self-care practice. And remember, my name is Crystal from the Crystal Center of Healing. If you need any help in coaching, you can contact me. It should be in the comments, my email address. And if you wish to donate so I can continue to make content, that would be awesome, awesome, awesome. But I hope you have a great week. Keep up the good work. Keep up the courage. Love and light to you.